She took my kindness for weakness. I didn't move to Cartagena to become anybody's investor. I moved here to disappear. But in this city, when you're lonely and generous, somebody always finds you. My name is Henry. I'm 55, from Paris, and I didn't move to Cartagena to become anybody's investor. I moved here to disappear. But the most expensive mistake of my life didn't happen on the battlefield. It started with a message from a woman who said she respected my service. If you're a single man thinking about starting over in Latin America, especially with a woman who already has kids from other men, you need to hear what happened next. And listen, if stories like this help you stay safer out here, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Share this with one friend who's talking about moving to Colombia, and grab the Gringo survival guide in the description below. It might save them $11,000 or more. Now, let me tell you how this all started. I did more than 20 years in the French army. Cold mornings, ironed uniforms, orders, structure. I know what it's like to sleep in the cold, eat bad food, and pretend everything is fine when it's not. What I wasn't prepared for? Retirement. In Paris, my days became empty. Wake up, coffee, walk, maybe see an old colleague, then go home and sit in front of the TV. My body was free, but my life felt small. I had visited Colombia once on vacation. Cartagena hit me like a warm wave. Colors, music, the old city walls, the sea breeze at night, people laughing in the street, not because it was a holiday, but because that's just how they live. So when retirement came, I sold some things, cashed out a chunk of savings, and moved to Cartagena. I found a small apartment, nothing crazy, ceiling fan, balcony, ocean air, enough space for one man and his thoughts. During the day, paradise. In the evenings, too quiet. That's when loneliness started to feel heavier than any backpack I ever carried. One night, I was having a beer with another expat. He looked at me and said, "Henry, you're in Cartagena. Why are you going home alone every night?" What he told me next changed everything. He kept going. "Try Latin American Cupid. Women here love serious men. You've got a pension, you're disciplined, you're not some drunk backpacker, you're exactly what they want." I'd always believed in meeting people naturally, but I was retired, alone, and the city outside my window was pulsing with life. So I downloaded the app. Profiles, smiles, filters, bios, some looked too perfect, some looked tired, some clearly just wanted a ticket out. And then there was her, Victoria, 29, works in a beauty shop, hair done, nails done, soft smile, 3 kids. Right away that made me pause. That's not a detail you can ignore at 55. Before I could overthink it, a notification popped up. It was her. She messaged me first. Her first message wasn't, "Hi handsome," or "I love European men," or any of the usual fake charm. It said, "Hello Henry. I saw you were in the army. My father was military too, but he passed away when I was younger. I just want to say thank you for your service. I respect men like you." That got to me. Most people don't talk about service that way unless they mean it. I felt something familiar, something respectful. Then she added, "I'm a feminine woman. I like cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house. A man who works hard deserves peace at home." I stared at that line for a while. A man who works hard deserves peace at home. After years of noise, orders, deployments, peace at home sounded like heaven. I scrolled her profile again. 3 kids. In my head, that became 3 reasons she might want stability. I hesitated. Then I answered. That was the start. And looking back now, that's where I should have asked myself, what would you have done here? Our conversation flowed easily. She didn't ask for money. She asked about my life, my time in the army, why I chose Cartagena. She told me about her job at the beauty shop, about her mother helping with the kids, about dreaming of having her own salon one day. She sent voice notes. Her voice was soft, calm, the kind that slows your breathing down when you listen. After about a week of talking, she said, "I would like to meet you, but only if you want something serious. I don't play games." I believed her. We met in a cafe in the old city. She walked in wearing a simple dress, hair tied back, small earrings, no over-the-top makeup. She hugged me like we'd already known each other for months. In person, she wasn't acting like a club girl or an Instagram model. She asked how my day was. She listened. We talked for hours. From that day, the routine started. Good morning messages, good night voice notes, pictures of what she was cooking, occasional photos with her kids, never too many, just enough to remind me they existed. She came to my apartment sometimes. When she did, she moved like she'd always lived there. She cleaned the kitchen without making a show out of it, straightened the bed, reorganized the bathroom. At first, I felt guilty. Then I realized she liked it. She'd say things like, "A man shouldn't come home to chaos. You worked your whole life. You deserve calm." For a retired army man who'd lived alone for years, that sentence is more dangerous than any weapon. I started feeling like maybe, just maybe, I'd gotten lucky. Then slowly, the requests began. And here's where the story takes a turn that every man watching needs to pay attention to. The first time she asked for money, it was small. "Baby, I'm a little short this month. The kids need new school uniforms. Could you help me with $100? I'll pay you back little by little." $100 wasn't a big deal to me, especially when I imagined 3 kids going to school with torn clothes. So I sent it. She thanked me like I'd saved her family. Voice note, messages, photos of the kids in their uniforms. I felt useful again. Then came another message a couple of weeks later. "The school fee is due. I tried, but I don't have enough. Can you help me? Just this once." Another 100, then 50, then 200 because one of them got sick, then 60 because mama's medicine is expensive. It was never a huge amount by itself, but the frequency kept increasing. Every week, there was some new reason. And every time I hesitated, she'd show up, be extra sweet, cook for me, thank me for being such a good man. When she was around, it was hard to say no. You're not just rejecting a request, you're rejecting a whole story. Her kids, her mother, her struggle. And like a lot of foreigners, I told myself, I have a pension, I can afford it. What's 100 here, 100 there? What I didn't notice was how quickly here and there adds up, but the small payments? Those were just the warm-up. What came next was the big ask, and this is where I want you to ask yourself, would you have seen it coming? One night, after we'd eaten dinner at my place, she sat on the couch, quieter than usual. I asked if something was wrong. She said, "I don't want to keep asking you for money. It makes me feel like a burden. I want to stand on my own feet. For me, for my children, for you." That sounded perfect. She told me about her dream, her own beauty salon, not just a chair in somebody else's shop, a proper place, hair, nails, maybe a little spa. She already knew the prices, she'd done the research, rent, chairs, mirrors, products, equipment, decoration. She listed it all out like a business plan. Total, $11,000. For some people, that's a car. For me, it was a chunk of my savings, but still within reach. She said, "If I have my own salon, I won't have to ask you for help. I can pay my own bills. I can help you too." That line hooked me. I thought, if I invest in this one time, I'll stop bleeding money every month. She'll be independent. We'll both win. When we went to check the rental space, she walked around like she already owned it, touching the walls, imagining where the mirrors would go, talking about colors, logos, everything. Then came the paperwork. She said, "For convenience, we should put the business in my name. It's easier with local documents. But don't worry, it's our dream." Listen to that sentence carefully. In my name, our dream. It sounded romantic. It sounded trusting. It sounded like a couple building together. It was also the moment I officially became a sponsor, not a partner. I wired the money in parts, some cash, some transfers. I watched the salon slowly come to life. New chairs, fresh paint, shiny mirrors. In my head, I wasn't just helping a girlfriend, I was investing in our future. The day the salon opened, she was glowing. Family came. Friends came. I stood in the corner, not wanting to make it about me. She introduced me to some people as Henry, my friend from France. That stung a little, but I told myself, maybe she doesn't want to be too obvious. That night, I thought things would get better. Less financial pressure, more stability, more time together. Instead, something subtle changed. And if you've ever been in a relationship where someone suddenly gets what they want and then pulls away, you know exactly what's coming next. She didn't text as much, no more long voice notes. Calls became shorter, more distracted. Whenever she did come over, her phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Messages, calls, notifications, non-stop. When she was at the salon, one of her baby daddies started showing up. At first, I thought he was just visiting the kids. Then I noticed how comfortable he was. No tension, no awkwardness, just a man moving like he belonged there. I asked her about it. She said, "He's just the father of my child. We co-parent. You know how it is." I wanted to believe her, but the pattern got worse. Days would pass without us seeing each other. If I asked when we could meet, she'd say, "I'm busy at the salon. I'm tired. You should be proud. I'm working hard." The warmth started to disappear. The messages became colder. The more her business grew, the more our relationship shrank. One afternoon, I showed up at the salon unannounced. I saw her outside laughing with one of her kids' fathers. Not the awkward laugh of co-parents, but the comfortable body language of people who never really stopped being together. She went quiet when she saw me. He looked me up and down, smirked, and walked away slowly. Inside the salon, we argued. I asked, "Who am I to you? Because I invested in this business like a partner, but I feel like a stranger standing outside." She rolled her eyes and said, "You helped me. I'm grateful. But this is my life, my country, my children. You knew I had kids and fathers in the picture. Why are you acting surprised?" I brought up the money, the $11,000. The endless small payments before that. I told her I wanted a formal share in the business, something in writing. She shut that down immediately. "No, the business is in my name. Legally, it's mine. You can't claim anything." I reminded her of her own words, our dream. She shrugged. People say many things when they're in love. That sentence hit me harder than any punch I've ever taken. We didn't talk much after that. A few days later, she sent me a simple message. "I think it's better if we end the relationship. I'm very busy. I don't want problems." That was it. No closure, no apology, just an exit. I asked one more time about the money. She replied, "You gave it to me. I didn't force you. The business is mine." And she was right, legally. I want every man listening to this to understand something. It wasn't just the $11,000. It was the slow drip before that. The uniforms, the fees, the emergencies, the birthdays, the mama, the cousins, 100 here, 200 there, 50 everywhere. When you convert that into your home currency, it doesn't feel huge. But over months and years, it compounds. One day you look at your savings and realize that a woman you've known less than 2 years has absorbed a large chunk of what you worked decades to build. And if she has multiple kids from multiple men, you need to understand something. You are not just entering a relationship with her. You are walking into a network of lives, obligations, tensions, and histories that existed long before you and will exist long after you're gone. In my case, I didn't become a stepfather. I became the third provider. The baby daddies were still very much in the picture. They shared her time, her attention, and probably more. Once the salon existed, my role was complete. I wasn't a partner, I was a launch pad. If I could go back, I would still move to Cartagena. I love this city, the ocean, the food, the people, all of that is real. But I would be more careful with my heart and my wallet. Here's what I'd tell any foreign man moving here. If a woman talks about business, make sure your name is on paper, not just in her messages. If she has kids with different fathers, understand you are stepping into a complex situation. Don't pretend love will magically fix it. Never confuse kindness with obligation. Once money starts flowing, it is very hard to stop without looking like the bad guy. I didn't lose everything, but I lost enough to feel it deep in my chest. She got her salon. I got a very expensive reminder that love and business do not mix well when only one person's name is on the contract. If this story helped you see things more clearly, don't just close the video and move on. Hit that like button right now, subscribe to Gringo Files, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. Share this with any friend dreaming about finding a good woman overseas. It might save them thousands. And if you have your own story, anonymous or not, there's a link in the description where you can send it in. Out here, sometimes the most dangerous scams start with the sweetest. Good morning, my love. Stay safe out there. And remember, protect your heart, but protect your wallet too. I'm Henry, and this was my Cartagena lesson.